Now I know what you're thinking. This game rocks, Transformers for PS2 is like badass, but do not let that distract you from the fact that I'm really out of games to play. Like, we are reaching critical mass. Now that I'm like done with like mostly Little Silk Song, I have nothing to play. I have like very few little select things left. So for a while, I guess we'll just have some random bullshit or nothing at all. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing at all. Anyway, here is Transformers for PS2, which you would think this is like a nostalgic game for me, like I play a game from my childhood, but no! No, this game, I was like conjuring random bullshit from the depths of my mind, and this is the best that I could get. I think this is based off the Michael Bay, oh yeah, look at that. I think this is based off the Michael Bay movie, which I did watch as a kid, and it's kind of like, whatever. But this game I actually only ever like looked at like okay, like from afar. Ew, I've never actually touched it. It seems like a pretty standard PS2 open world vehicle / combat robot game. That was a jump scare when I first like was testing this. This is it's made by Traveler's Tales, but specifically this is when this is back when I assume really recently Traveler's Tales had like changed their little logo. Like Traveler's Tales used to have the logo that's like the little fox thing, and then they turn into like the generic little two T's, and it's really boring. I thought that was like right around. It must have been like right around when they started making the Lego games. This game must have This game must have been like one of the last games that they've made that isn't just a little generic Lego game. Because I feel like the moment that their logo changed from the fox thing to the T, that was like when they became really boring and started just making Lego. I hope this game isn't like as stupid as the Lego games. It seems mildly competent, and also I think the cutscenes are supposed to be funny, and like I don't know, I really expect it to be very stupid. I also can't hear anything because this is a PS2 game, but something tells me that the lore isn't like super fucking deep here. Again, I think it's the Michael Bay movie, which like is just it's fucking Transformers. It doesn't get more basic than this like little stories like, oh, aliens come from space and they're robots. Pretty cool. They look really gross though. They're like the thing that you're like getting from like experiencing the Michael Bay version is that the robots look like this. I've heard this complaint before from people like, oh, the Michael Bay design sucks so much. They just look like a bunch of metal. And I never really thought about that because I don't give a shit about Transformers. But it's true. Look at them. They're just kind of things. Like they're vaguely shaped, like the little blocky toys from the 80s, but they have all these random fucking pieces of metal that I don't know, I guess they wanted to make it look real, and this was like early like CG, so they wanted to impress you with like how many trillions of little polygons they could render, but it just makes the robots look so busy and weird and like spiky. Like Megatron, he looks like nothing. He used to look really stupid in the 80s version, but this is not much better. And that one Michael Bay movie is really like the most experience I've ever had with any Transformers, like ever. I never like watched the 80s cartoon or the like newer ones. I think I like occasionally caught airing on TV the, I don't know, Transformers the animation or whatever, which is the Cartoon Network 2008 little it looks, what does it look like? I guess it looks like Ben 10. It's like very blocky little, Cartoon Network style. Oh yeah, look at that. It's very like simple little animated one. There's also like, there was a 3D one which I remember actively like avoiding watching when it was airing on TV because it just looks so boring. I don't remember what that's called. Maybe like, I don't know, dinosaurs in the skies, robots in the skies, something like that. It's fucking Sonic Adventure 2, huh? I don't know, do the good ones. Autobots and Decepticons. It's so funny, like the Michael Bay movie, it's like trying to be like badass and like serious, but it's still adapting shit from like a, oh my god, it's still adapting shit from like a stupid little 80s franchise that's very, it's very He-Man. It's very just like dumb and like for, kids to buy toys. So you get very, you get this like epic action explosion shit while the little characters are called like Bumblebee, Decepticons, Autobots. It's like the good the good guys who fight for freedom and, you know, like shit. They're called the Autobots because, you know, they stand for autonomy. And then the evil robots are called Decepticons because they're deceptive and you know, vile. It's pretty good, pretty good stuff. Pretty very clever, very nuanced. The way that people talk about Transformers 1 or whatever, people make it people make it seem like it's like super crazy and like super crazy and like deep. Haven't checked that because I don't watch newer kids movies, only older kids movies. So I don't know about that. I forgot. Wow, you're just in, huh? You just start out here. I forget, like in the movie they show the robots before they like get on their little, you know, like it's, I don't know if that's a thing in the 80s or the 80s cartoon. Maybe it is. Oh my Christ. In the fucking Michael Bay movie, they start out as just like big hunks of metal, like they're just, you know, they're just like weird alien robots that don't look like anything, and then they like assimilate the little cars. But they look disgusting when they're like still in their little alien farm. I think that in like the 80s movie, I keep calling it a movie. There are movies, but it's mostly just like a media franchise. I think in the like 80s cartoon, wait, Destruction? I think in the 80s cartoon, they just are little cars and shit. That's just how they are, like naturally. That's just what they look like, which, you know, makes no sense. It's just to sell toys. Like, oh, a little toy that also, like a robot that also becomes a car. I fly? I guess he can't fly in the game. This is fucking Ratchet and Clank. It's like I always have an aiming reticle, but it's a PS2 aiming reticle, so it's not very good. I was testing out the game, and I really, like when I was testing the audio, I ended up just like by accident pressing this button, and I was really confused because like, what the fuck? He can do that? Like, you know, of course they can turn to cars, but they can also shoot in nitro. When they're in the car. It's like really, I don't know if this was in the movie. This is, you know, it's like I was like, oh fucking course, you know, they're like gonna use the car aspect of the characters' designs to make it a fucking GTA clone, to make it like a fucking open world driving around the generic town game, because, you know, again, this must have been after GTA's like crazy fucking success. Jesus Christ. And, you know, every PS2 game needed to have open world elements and just be generally like, be generally, you know, like, my god, be generally like open. And GTA, they just wanted everything to be GTA because that's what sold back then. It's very, I feel like this sort of, like, the two things that really, Destruction? What the fuck? This is like the Hulk game. The things that like sort of define the PS2 era for me is the GTA bullshit, like GTA clone shit, and also 3D platformers that were trying to be more hip and cool than you know, like the N64 3D platformers, like Ratchet and Clank and shit. They wanted things to be very like badass and cool. Is the police like after me? They gaff? Do they like me? Are they not supposed to be a lot bigger than this? I feel like maybe fucking Bumblebee. Oh my god, he looks bad. Maybe he's supposed to be really small because he's like the little underdog, the little main character. He doesn't look very big compared to these cars, does it? I guess it's about the size of the car. Another thing that I hear people like complain about with the Bay movies, is this is Rampage. Is that you know, not only do the robots look disgusting, just big chunks of metal without much cohesion to the design, but also when they turn from car to robot, it's like a lot of metal is being added to them. Like this thing, you know, it has a lot of, oh, that's Rift. Like this thing has a lot of like parts to it, and then it becomes the car, and all the parts just kind of go into nothing. Like it's like a lot of hammer space. It doesn't make sense, which, you know, it's a fucking movie about talking robot cars, but it just looks dumb from like a visual standpoint. And again, never really thought about it. I watched that movie quite a long time ago. My mom likes that movie. She likes the what is his name? What is the name of the stupid little man? The man that gets pissed on, like the guy that, like there's a scene in the movie where they're like, oh, we're confiscating these aliens and shit, and then Bumblebee pisses on him because I guess Michael Bay is like mentally a 5-year-old and like puts in like piss jokes and like dick jokes in his movie. Pretty dumb, but like whatever that actor is, the little goofy military man in that movie, my mom really likes that, and you know, it's a pretty mom movie. Like just generic schlock that you like see on TV. It's like stuff that your mom will like occasionally be watching. Can I raise the dead zone on my controller? Cause my controller is finally like giving in and like drifting and being shit. Settings, analog dead zone 25. Make that like 45, 50 even. Keep it 45. Shut the fuck up, Optimus Prime. Who gives a fuck? Oh my god. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. There's like a dodge roll you can do if you double tap like a direction. I didn't do that. I didn't do it. Okay. You know, I'm increasing it right now as a precaution, as a predictive measure. I don't know. What's it called? Precautionary preliminary action. Analog dead zone. Set this analog stick dead zone. The fraction of the stick movement will be ignored. Analog sensitivity 133. Oh, cool. Interesting. That's really alright. Shapeshifter. The fuck? Is that an actual? That's a phone. That's a real phone. What? That's like I never seen a phone like that, but I've seen phones that look kind of like that, like sort of, you know. This is back when like computers are getting popular, but we still didn't have like, you know, like modern phones like touchscreens. So little phones are trying to implement like having keyboards. I think they're called like Blackberries or whatever. Those little square ass. Oh shit! Can I kill humans? No. Those little like square ass like phones that I don't know what's the objective, by the way. I guess there's an arrow pointing to it. Those little Blackberries, you know, they're still like a, not a flip phone, but a regular like phone, but they have like they have a little keyboard on them so that you can type out the little words, and it sucks. Like if your fingers are anywhere like big, that like it doesn't work very well. It's very hard to type anything like properly. I'd never seen whatever that was though. Shapeshifter must be some like popular brand of phone back then, and Activision was like being sponsored by them. Can I look at those little humans again? It's still happening. Dear God, I really hate like controllers and like bland obsolescence and shit. This game so far is like actually like pretty fun in like just a dumb, mindless way. It's like the same as like playing what's it called, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That's the only Spider-Man game that I really played. Spider-Man 2 for PS2 is fucking boring, but it's just, you know, if a game gives you a little open world like this and you can just like mess around and destroy shit, it's pretty just like inherently fun, I feel. Can't hurt humans though. What is like, am I gonna die if I destroy too many things, or am I losing points, experience, or what? I mean, maybe I should just play as a Decepticon if I really just wanna, you know, destroy everything. It's quite fun. I feel like for a PS2 game, destroying the buildings like that is actually a little bit impressive. I don't know how much it actually is or not. Seems neat. I bet the missions in this are gonna suck if, you know, GTA is anything to go by. Who the fuck? Whomst? Looks like Ultra Kill. These aren't in the movie. Uninvited guests. Destroy the Decepticon drones. Okay. I like all the weird shit they have in Spider-Man 2 for PS2 and GameCube, I guess. But no, like Spider-Man 2, you know, it's based off the Sam Raimi movie. Like Spider-Man 2, like just did little like yeah, the Sam Raimi movie, Sony movie. But they add like a bunch of shit from the comics in that. Like they add in, whoa, they add in like Mysterio and like the Shocker and shit like that. Like just other villains from the comic of Spider-Man. And it's really like weird. Like, it's really weird and sort of like out of place because none of the. Whoa! Look at his fucking strut. Like, none of that happened in the movie. Like, none of, like, no other villains besides, like, what? Dr. Octopus are in Spider-Man 2. Like, there is none of that. Like, the first movie is Green Goblin. 2 is the Octopus. Oh my god. And then 3 is, like, Venom and Sandman. And, I guess, the son of Green Goblin. But who the fuck are you? I thought that was Optimus Prime. Why am I locked on to nothing? The lock-on is automatic? What the fuck? Is that L1? L1. It's going titty titty titty. I don't know what that is. Okay. The fuck was I talking about? Oh, cool. Stop! No! The drift. I bet it doesn't really matter. This game's controls are already so delayed. A little bit of drift isn't gonna like hurt. I bet. The fuck was I gonna say? Michael Bay, Transformer. Jesus, that's something tells me that's not Optimus Prime from the movie. I feel like that's someone else. Hello, Lou. What's up? Welcome. Yeah, this is the badass game. This is the badass game that I spoke of. This is pretty fucking sweet right here. Oh my god. This could be like my finest stream yet. Yeah, dude. I never realized he's supposed to have like little wings. I don't think that's a thing in his original design. Like he's you know, he's called Bumblebee, like a little bee, heroic. But here he literally has like the four little like windows and doors of the car are shaped like little bee wings, because you know, Bumblebee. I don't think that was a thing in the original at all. How? One, you know, I don't remember the most about that. Stupid. The thing weirdly that I remember the most about the Transformers movie is like the little weird like ads that the villains have. Like the weird like helicopter at the start has like a scorpion, which I thought was like the coolest robot in the movie, and also the evil cop car. I think it's a cop car. Like one of the evil robots has like just a little thing. I think it appeared in the intro. It's like just a weird little like a Gollum robot that they have, which like hacks shit, and it like appears in the little airplane scene in that movie. That little thing I thought was like weirdly the most memorable thing about the movie, because it just looks so dumb and has a dumb voice. Oh my god. And where was I going with that? No clue. Oh yeah, the other thing that I remember is that for some reason that's also not a thing in like the Transformers cartoon, I don't think. But Bumblebee can't talk in that movie. Like his voice is broken, I guess, to like make him like a silent protagonist, like a cool, relatable, Jesus Christ, like a cool silent protagonist. But like, where did they get that from? He just makes little sounds, like he goes like, and he uses like the radio of, you know, the little car as like his own speech, which is like kind of a fun idea. Probably a lot of shit has done that before. It's like radio characters. God, he looks really bad in the cutscene. Ew, he also, like, his mouth is weird. I think he's supposed to have a real mouth, but, like, he wears a little weird mask. I think they all do that in this movie, like, or maybe that's just also just a thing in Transformers, but, like, you know, Optimus Prime, he activates, like, a little night, like, face piece, which, like, why does a robot need that? I think that, like, Bumblebee speaks at the very end of the movie. He, like, goes, like, permission to speak, sorry, and he, like, sounds really old, which, you know, I guess, like, that is less charming than, you know, the little sort of childish robot that goes, wah, 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 wah. Very stupid, though. Me and your friends were playing official Fallout Boy Flash game. It's a weird version of Oregon Trail, where it's the band on tour. I don't know what Oregon Trail is, actually. Okay, let me just raise the dead zone even more. Cause you know, that's just the fucking life that I lead. 75 dead zone. How's that? My cousins had a... I think my mom bought that for them. No, I'm thinking of the dragons. But my cousins had a toy of the gray robot from the Michael Bay movie. And I looked it up. I looked it up on like eBay recently when me and Puku were looking at toys. But that fucking gray robot, it looks so detailed. It was like the most... Whoa, that was a speedrun strat. It was the most hyper fucking real, hyper detailed, actually like insane toy I had ever seen in my life. Because like you could turn him from robot to car, and also like every little single fucking piece of him was articulated and like could move around and shit. Which, you know, good thing that I didn't have that toy as a kid, because I would have destroyed it because I was a terrible, like, careless kid. But like it looked so like crazy. My cousins probably even still have it. They're very sort of like, they were very careful to like keep their little old like childhood toys, I think. While mine have like all been like thrown in the trash. Even my like expensive like Lego that my aunt bought me before from like America is like gone. But that fucking gray robot toy, that was like crazy. It was called Jazz. I remember them like calling him that. Pretty fucking crazy like toy. I think that like seeing it nowadays, it still looks pretty like, you know, for like a fucking plastic like Hasbro toy, it looks like pretty like high quality. Like it looks, you know, the pieces all kind of like look good. I can't do that on command. Or why did they make it like that? Why did they make it... Whoa. Why did they make it a double tap? That's like... that sucks. I suck. That's not good. What? What's... Like... Am I causing this mayhem? Am I making the police sirens go off? Shut the fuck up, Optimus Prime. I really hate you. No, you can transform mid-air. I could swear you did. You could. Am I missing any buttons? Oh, there's a block. Of course. Ew, that looks really bad. This is supposed to be the lock-on. This is... Oh, I have a missile. You know, I was thinking about this recently. Just watching, like, Sentai. Huh? Oh, cubes required. The fuck? I would really enjoy, like, I don't know, just a hack and slash, I guess. That's like based off just the idea of Sentai. Like it doesn't need to be any particular Sentai, but just like a little man on foot with a little sword, like, you know, like slicing and dicing and shit. Like Kamen Rider, Ryukendo, Jasper and shit. And then also, like bits of the game where you like get in the big robot and you fight like a kaiju. I think that would be fun as shit. I guess like Armored Core or whatever, like Titanfall are games where you fight using big machines. But they're like boring, like Western machines, which are, you know, like this, just boring hunks of metal. The fuck? Like just boring hunks of metal, like with little, you know, generic faces. You know, Japanese robot, think Japan, but like Japanese robots are a lot better, or just generally like little, like, robot designs. They're like just better. Like I really, ideally, I would fucking buy a Jaspion game where like you get to fight little things as Dailion and shit. But just like a game like that, I think would be fun. Like just, you know, like oh my god, like fighting kaijus as like a variety segment boss fight thing, and then Jesus, and then you fight as like the little guy on foot occasionally. That would be cool. That would like work for a video game, like the way that, you know, little fucking like Kenji like levels up in Ryukendo. That's already a video game. Like you can just like do that verbatim. He gets like the little keys, gets more like attacks and items and shit. Why do I get a Kingdom Hearts heart for being these guys? That's not... I don't think that was a thing in the movie. I think I killed them all. Okay. Has mini games, which is cool. I think it's unique. Some Oregon Trail doesn't have it. The one NES game where you play as colonizers traveling to foreign lands and have to not die from starvation. I've never seen it. I don't think I've heard the name, I believe. That's not, I'm thinking of a like Town with No Name or whatever. The DOS game, the computer game with the little like cowboy. you know, the little cowboy that like shoots at you or whatever, and he says some like iconic catchphrase. I don't remember what it actually was. Yeah, I'm thinking of a different thing. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Word orders. I've never seen it. Where? Huh? I was right. Oh my god, that really looks like Optimus Prime. I was right. These missions are boring. Like these actual, you know, like doofing missions. God, they just like dicking around and like attacking random buildings is a lot more fun than this. Someone should make a game where you just do that for the whole runtime. Wait, that guy had a shield? Okay. This really seems like a game on the easy side, huh? Like it really seems... It really feels like I'm playing a Lego game right now. Like it really does. Because like I can destroy anything I want, and also there's really not many like repercussions for like getting hit and like things happening. But frankly, good. Frankly, good. A stupid game being really easy is better than it being hard and annoying. I can't even hear him, huh? I failed? I was timed? Who says that? Who says I was timed? What do you fucking know? Is the audio good, by the way? My controller won't stop vibrating. It won't stop. Stop it. Stop now. This hurts. Okay. The destruction like folly in this game seemed kind of loud, so I left it really low, which is why you can barely hear the what's it called, the voice, like the voice of Optimus Prime. It's simply how it has to be. Seems good. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Okay. They just blow up into a million pieces. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. Go thing. Can I just like... Alright. This music is very intense, eh? Where is it? Can I just get to it by foot? Because the car controls like a car. It's not very good. How much time do I have for this? Like, did they even imply, like, if they even give me like a fucking ultimatum or anything? That sound effect, it just sounds like a little car horn. Car. Can these buttons do anything? Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's the face forward button. A very awkward place for it to be, but alright. What are you doing, dude? You alright? Oh my god. Okay. Heroic. Yeah, I get it, dude. Oh look, no more heroes. Anytime I see a road like this from now on, I'll just think of No More Heroes. And I guess GTA San Andreas also. God, remember that? I wish that, like, stream didn't, like, look laggy. Like, I wish the game wasn't chugging the whole, like, time. Because, I thought it was pretty funny, pretty fun. Why are those blinking? Housing? No. Okay, there's one here. Do I just gotta keep killing them until I'm done, I guess? Shoot, dude. I wonder if you just play as Bumblebee for the whole game. I mean, you would, like, that wouldn't be, well, that wouldn't be far from, like, the realm of possibility, considering that he is the little main character. Okay. Alright. Jesus Christ, music, settle down. Ah! No, how do you reverse? I don't know how to do that. They didn't teach me. In fact, they didn't teach me anything at all. There was no tutorial at all, which I kind of appreciate, but but also being harsh. But wait, I just reversed. How did I do that? I literally wasn't thinking about the fact that I was reversing right there and then. I'm gonna fail again because this is a boring mission-based game. Pretty annoying. How about that Paramount Warner Bros. Acquisition thing, huh? People are now speculating that the reason you know Zach Cato and Michael Cusack like canceled Smiling Friends was because they learned of the buyout. Like Paramount is buying, Paramount. Oh, good. Paramount is buying Warner Bros. And like doing some weird merger thing. Which is like bad, like the way that they're doing it is like fucked apparently. I mean, you know, every little buyout always fucks over the people involved. But Sam's house. This is Sam's house. Yeah, pretty stupid. Pretty dumb little thing. It's funny. It reminds me of the fucking Dilbert episode about the merger, where they're all like, I don't even remember. It's too stupid. Like, it's too like adult for me to like care. The fucking like, oh my god, the fucking like merger episode of Dilbert. You know, a lot of shit in that show is like dumb, like office like humor, which I cannot understand because I have a life. What the fuck was that? But you know, every little fucking buyout thing like that, it always just seems like bad. Like, I think Puku was like talking about this. Like, has there ever been a case where a buyout has happened that's like benefited anyone? I guess besides the big company? Or no, actually, he was saying the opposite. He was saying like, does a buyout ever like ruin like a studio or anything? Because like they're already gonna be bad anyway. Which, you know, like with modern stuff, like, yeah, it's gonna be bad anyway. But it's usually, you know, about like, I guess, firing a lot of people, and also I don't know, just like, you know, like using it for like slop. Like when Disney acquired Star Wars, they just like pumped out bullshit for a while. Even now still, I guess, you know, if you care about like the artistic integrity, I mean, with Star Wars, it's a bit late for artistic integrity, but you know, if you care about the artistic integrity of something and it gets bought out, it's like a good chance that it will become enshittified like quickly. Yeah, penis. Yeah, Bumblebee. I fucking hate you, dude. I wonder if you ever get the better car in this, like the part where actually I do remember quite a bit from that dumb movie. We must have watched it. It was like one of the only... I think my dad gave me that DVD. I must have watched it quite a few times when I was a fetoid. There's like a part where, you know, like the whole movie, Bumblebee has been this shitty, fucking dirty-ass car. At some point, he like mimics like a better car, like a cooler, like yellow car. I don't know, you know, the name of it because I don't give a shit about cars. I'm not straight. I wonder if like that would be like an upgrade in this game. You get the better car, and it's like, wow. Better car. Why can't I reach those chuckle fucks? What is this? Why is this so difficult? Why are these dumb like mission-based open world games always like so convoluted? I guess it's so you play it for a long ass time. But you know, I didn't get to like get oversaturated on this genre when I was young. Like, I didn't play these PS2 fucking GTA clones. But how did like my cousins never get sick of this shit? Like, I've recently, you know, played No More Heroes, GTA San Andreas, and now this, which all feel, you know, it's, you know, they're different, but they all have this very particular stain of, you know, open worldiness to them. And how did people not get sick of this shit? Oh, I lost again. Huh, interesting. They're so samey. Like, also, I guess I played Spider-Man PS2 like a while ago, and that was it's such a boring fucking like dull game. I guess people like the web swinging in it, but it's so fucking boring. Every mission is the same, walking around the little world. There's like no purpose to like exploring. It's like fucking, it made me drool how boring it was. It's truly awful, that game. If I ever streamed it, it would probably just be for like a second, because some funny things do happen in it. It is a kind of like funny game, but like, holy fuck, it's like boring. I can't aim in the car, it would seem. Can you please kill this guy? Okay. I don't know what they want from me, frankly. Am I like losing the trail on these guys? Like, after... Yeah, dude. Am I losing the trail on them after a bit? Like, do I gotta catch up again? I killed that one. Or so I thought. Where is he? Oh. Uh-huh. Fire. Fire hot. Made of metal, though. How come fire hot? Riddle me this. They can just do that? I believe, like, again, only a thing in the Michael Bay movie, but yeah. They start out, like, as just big, like, machines. and like when they get to Earth, they're like they can copy any technology they want, so they like choose cars because they move fast, I guess. It's I don't know, maybe it is a thing in the 80s thing. I wouldn't know. Oh my god, these car physics are fantastic. I do appreciate that you can just bump into anything because, you know, you are a big robot, like pretending to be a car. So it's not like GTA where if you hit like walls too many times you explode, because you're made of 10 tons of steel. Christ, this music, this is not that cool. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, shoot that fuck. Yeah. Get him. Fucking get him. I wish that was like... I wish the combat had like one more button, like you could do a heavy attack, because just mashing the regular attack button feels pretty unsatisfying, I won't lie. Why is this like fucking insane to do? Like this is the second mission, isn't it? And it's already like this. Do I have a map? Before they reach Sam. The indicator above shows how close they are to converting. What? What are you talking about? Challenge is completed. Ew, this is just a Lego game. This is literally the Lego game UI. Ew, that sucks. No, you utter fucking cock. Alright. What's it talking about? Transformers. No wonder. Michael Bay movie. Oh yeah. 80s cartoons are bad. You know that? 80s cartoons suck ass. Like He-Man, this, Thundercats. They all suck. They're all super fucking they're all super fucking boring, and like that was like animation at its lowest when like fucking Hanna-Barbera like ruled the world, and like all their little cartoons look just so very bad. It's really disheartening, because like again, I think of like look at how good cartoons look in like the 50s and shit. Even, you know, like old like 20s cartoons, they're like fun, and then you get to the 80s and it's just like terrible. I guess specifically, you know, like American animation. It was bad. It was real bad. I really have like no attachment to like, I guess the Flintstones is from like the 60s, no? Well, I hate all of that. I hate Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, He-Man, Thundercats, all that shit. It's all absolutely like no inherent worth, just made to like sell little toys. Yeah, dick. Wow. Urgh. Never knew Transformers was something I'm interested in. It isn't. Again, as a kid, I watched the As a kid, I watched the Michael Bay movie, and nothing else. I actually really don't care about this franchise at all. Again, even when like the little 3D cartoon was airing on TV, I was like, this is boring. I didn't quite like it. You know, I liked the Michael Bay movie as a little kid because it's like big robots fighting around and like shit happening. You know, it's just like inherently like, you know, cool to a stupid child. But this franchise I have no stake in. In fact, I really don't understand how one can have such stake in this franchise. Like, I don't understand how... Like, I don't understand what there is to, like, care about here, to be very honest. Like, people collect the little toys, care about the little, like, seasons of the 80s cartoon, and, like, say, like, oh, you gotta start with, like, season fucking 11, it's the best one. And I'm like, no. It's not gonna change anything. It's all the same fucking bullshit. It's a Hasbro toy line fucking cartoon show. It's like made to sell a toy. It sucks. Pretty silly, frankly. Oh, good. I make it sound like, you know, I'm being recommended Transformers every day. No, I've just heard it like a surprising amount more than I would expect to. Like people saying like, oh yeah, like certain like version of Transformers rock. You really should get into that. Like, not recommended to me specifically, but to other people, and I can just think like why? I guess people like some I guess people like some pretty dog shit things out there, but that's one that I don't understand. Same with like, you know, like Ninja Turtles. It's like franchises that are like way out of context. Like this is very much, you know, an 80s property. Like Transformers is like very 80s. Ninja Turtles is very 90s. It's like all hip teenager like ninjas and shit. Scooby-Doo also we made, you know, sense in like the fucking 50s or whatever when it was made. And all these things, you know, Tom and Jerry, they all just keep like being brought back forever because like, you know, things aren't allowed to like die out. Like there always needs to be new content for like long-running thing. So it's just one of these things that I'm like, how can literally anyone care? This is like an out of touch, like outdated, like makes no sense to exist in the last 20 years of human life, even maybe even longer. Like why is this a thing? Who did this? Who made this happen? I guess like specifically though, I guess Transformers is a little bit more timeless than, you know, Ninja Turtles, just because, you know, big robots fighting, that's just like that's like as old as time. Maybe not, but you know, that's like a sci-fi concept, sort of like really hard to fuck up, really hard to like, you know, get like really wrong. Like it's just a thing that has always been a thing, like popular, and always probably will be, just like big robots, big mechs, big fighting monsters and shit. Ninja Turtles is a way harder sell. Like just the name of it, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like that's just a 90s like name. Like that is truly a franchise that should not have survived the 90s like purge, and yet it did somehow through like, you know, little dumb that was pretty cool, through some like dumb little reboots and whatnot. I guess they also tried to bring back like they also tried to bring back like Thundercats and shit with you know, the 2011 Thundercats, and then the gross little modern one, but you know, people didn't like that. Actually, people like the 2011 Thundercats. I remember seeing it advertised. Whoa. I remember seeing it advertised, but never actually seen it like in motion. Like maybe I'm supposed to like upgrade myself before doing this bullshit. I remember like seeing, you know, again, the little kids magazine that I read, there are like ads for the 2011 Thundercats, and it was like super like serious and anime. It's like, oh, the Thundercats are back and they're badass. And I think I remember also like my mom saying like, oh yeah, I watched that as a kid, you know, Thundercats. It was pretty popular here, I think. And I think she showed me the old ones, and I remember nothing of it, so I must have not liked it. My mom also showed me, you know, like showing me her like childhood like cartoons and shit. She showed me Bobby's World, which is that disgusting little fucking like big-nosed kid from like the old like 80s, 90s cartoon, which like I didn't know, but there's like backstory to that little dumb character, which is like, it was an impression of the guy. It was the impression some comedian did of like a shitty little kid that had like a unique voice. Like I don't even know how he sounded. Like he, you know, made like a shitty little voice, like, oh, I'm Bobby. That's exactly what he sounded like. But that stupid cartoon, even though it's like an American comedian, for some reason that cartoon was like a thing here, and you know, my mom showed me it, and also like the Fire Horse or whatever, the Fire. It's like some. It looks more like an 80s cartoon. It looks like the old like. It looks like the old ass like My Little Pony. I guess just because horses, but it's like a weird like fire horse, and like it's like a little weird like fantasy realm where like a girl gets transported to. It's like no. It looks exactly like. What is the name of that? Dungeons and Dragons? Like the Dungeons and Dragons like 90s, 80s cartoon? The one of the little fucking, you know, the one that has the little shitty like 5 kids trapped in the D&D world, and they talk to the little stupid like wizard, and there's the stupid like the big devil man. It must have like, it could have even been the same little studio, honestly. Like it, you know, like it's 80s like animation. It all kind of looks the same, but it particularly looked very similar. Maybe that was like the same people that made Fire Horse also made the D&D cartoon, which here was just called like Cave of the Dragon. Like, you know, it's like Dungeons and Dragons. Like they didn't have like a direct translation for it. What is this? This is a invisible wall. I didn't even... I've only now sort of internalized that. That's... I can go there. Interesting. Pretty bad second mission here, I won't lie. What else did my mom show me as a little toy? I guess that's like basically all that I remember. Huh? Bonus content unlocked? What you talking about? You know, stupid like Dungeons and Dragons, Fire Horse, which I don't know the name, and Bobby's World. All of which I guess I like mildly enjoyed just because, you know, it's like I was a little thing and any cartoon was like cool to me. Not any cartoon, but I don't know. I guess like sharing a moment. Whoa, sharing a moment, you know, like with my mom, like seeing a relic from her childhood was like cool to me. But all of those pretty bad, pretty not good. Universally makes everyone go badass. Teenage Turtles that kick butt. Teenage Turtles that kick butt is aggressively 90s. What the fuck is Teenage Turtle? Oh, Teenage Turtles that kick butt. Okay. I thought that was like, I don't know how I read that sentence, but it wasn't normal. It wasn't very, yeah. What is like, what am I doing wrong here? Like, I can't find these assholes in the map, and I can't drive fast enough. I'm stuck again. I'm stuck again. I'm stuck again. This is like really bad. Like the trees and shit. Really bad, like driving around the controls. I won't lie. There's my bonus content. I asked for that. You and your friend got tickets to Fentanyl show. Need to start commissions so you can pay for the ludicrous amount you have to spend to get to London. Fentanyl is British? I didn't know that. I guess I don't know anything about that person. Why would I assume? I don't know. I guess because they're annoying, they're American. I don't know. That's like flawed logic right there. There's annoying people everywhere. What was it talking about? The fuck? What's happening? Is that an enemy? The ambulance? No. Why are there ambulances just like around? Alright, let's lock the fuck in. Shoot, punch, kill, destroy. Alright. Now the next one. Heroic. I still don't know what that means. Nope, that's an ambulance. You are shooting the innocent, dude. The fuck is this? Oh, my phone just flashed up. And it distracted me. That guy deserved that. That was a cop. He deserved that. Your evil stereotyping is correct. Evil. Yeah, I'm actually like I'm really not fond of what I can only describe as like quirky, like trans people media, usually trans girl media. I think that like hello, I think Lua that you like, yeah, you like got that person's like voice in a little cartoon of yours, but what is it called? Be a jump up? That like no, you know, no offense to like that person specifically, you know, you can make like whatever you want on the internet, but that kind of like little internet like super abstract, super like quirky, like oh, I'm deranged, this is like crazy, these are my crazy thoughts projecting to your little computer screen. That kind of like aesthetic online, I really aggressively do not fuck with that at all. Like this sort of like I guess like I can't really think of like, oh my god, I can't think of like the most examples besides Fentanyl and that, but I've seen it around and I really, something about it, I don't know, irks me a little bit. Irkin. Where is this fucking dude? Jesus, the way that the buildings just like crumble. This is very slow. Can I like dash up? Nope. Spider-Man, this saying. Look at the fucking hybrid. Look at the fucking phone ad. Don't call it a phone. Don't call them bitches, bro. That kick was so humorous. Wow, what was that? All right, there's a guy here. Are you okay? They really look like Optimus Prime. Destruction. Yeah. Did I lose? I lost. Wow. Ew, a little human. Whoa. 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 Thought I was gonna say Fentanyl did voice work for you. Ah. Silly. Fentanyl is 2 people now. What? What does that mean? There is 2 like artists in the there's 2 artists going by that name now, and they're like a team? Why aren't they called like Fentanyl and Fentanyl or something? Why are they this? Why? Huh? What are you talking about? This is news to me. I feel a little bad because I mean, I feel a little bad, but also not. That in my little you know, like server of friends, someone had like said like, I found the ultimate Vlov game, which, you know, I love like obscure bullshit, like usually old bullshit, but also some like new indie bullshit usually. But it was like, I don't even remember the name. I didn't like register what it was even called, but it's some new little indie game that's like a Mario 64, you know, like homage, like 3D platform, but also like 90s like little computer rendered graphics, like Baldi Basic and Numby Number Factory. And I give those examples specifically because those are like bad examples of that aesthetic being used, like really bad, obnoxious examples of that aesthetic being used. It's funny to me that like how much Puku hates it. He hates a lot more than me, just like generally like trying to be old internet and like trying to be retro nostalgia, 2000s nostalgia, 90s nostalgia shit. He really hates that. I kind of like also somewhat dislike it. It specifically bothered me that it was, you know, like it was said like it was a me game, like it was sort of like that's my exact kind of game. Like it sort of like makes me like wow, makes me think like wow, it's a very lowly view of me that like anything that just has like a sort of niche aesthetic is like a me thing. Cause the aesthetic, it looked bad. I didn't like how it looked. I was like, I sort of like I'm scratching my nose. I sort of like at first I said like, yeah, no, that's not really a thing that I would be into. And then like Gabriel interjected with like, oh, it's just movement slop, fuck me. And then I said like, I wasn't even like thinking of the like gameplay. It's just the aesthetic. I'm kind of like tired of that look. And she was like, can you even like mention one other thing that like has that same look? It's like unique. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like go mask off mode. It looks like Digital Circus and it's fugly. Like that, my exact wording. It looks really ugly to me. And I don't know, it just, I guess it really like struck a nerve in me that like people thought that would be like something that I would like. Azura also said that she was like on the verge of like messaging that to me, that game to me. Cammy's Quest, it might be, I don't know. I was gonna say it's called like Daisy's Big Bonanza or some shit, but I don't remember. It's just like, it's a little dog. It looks, you know, like 90s computer graphics, but also like it's very like indie blorbo, like little OCs, like 2000, like the little thing, the little main character looks like a little, you know, like 2000s alternative like thing. It's very like, I don't know, something about it. To me, I said the vibes were rancid. What was the thing that I was saying before that though? Before I guess, you know, I guess it's because of like Eternity Egg. Like Eternity Egg is like a game, you know, like that with those same graphics, but that I actually enjoy. And I was kind of actually like trying to sort of rationalize why that is. I think it's because, well, one, Eternity Egg doesn't reek of the same sort of like 2000s nostalgia like way. Like Eternity Egg is just kind of very doing its own thing. It's very abstract and weird. And also like just the way that the little pre-rendered graphics are used in Eternity Egg, it's like fully committed to being like super like abstract and sort of like not off-putting, but just kind of like some things look like absolutely nothing in it in a good way. Like a lot of the shit in Eternity Egg is just a bunch of balls and just like weird esoteric like creatures and, you know, like Doshin the Giant bullshit. While something like Cammy's Quest, it's like doing the little fucking nubby number factory thing, but also it's still like trying to like have these little recognizably like mascotty little characters. And I don't know, it looks like an industry plant. Do you ever see something that's not even like necessarily like, I haven't heard anyone else mention this yet, so I guess it isn't an industry plant yet, but it just looks like an industry plant. Want to talk about industry plants also? I've started, it was like, I didn't even know there was an Indie World Direct today, but there was one. You know what's a game that's like reaching a Crab's Treasure levels of like industry plant, which I'm pretty sure a Crab's Treasure was like actually paying people to play their little game, because like all of a sudden 1 trillion people are fucking playing that game and like everyone loved it, even though it looked fucking like putrid. Densha Attack, like I had seen that, I think in like I don't know, was it a Game Award? It was some like game event like a while ago. They showed off Densha Attack or whatever. It's like a game where you play as like a train and it looks like Jet Set Radio. It looks like Sunset Overdrive. As I said before when I mentioned Densha Attack, when something is trying to look like Jet Set Radio and it fails, it looks like Sunset Overdrive. But that stupid game I had seen like occasionally, I was kind of like, doesn't really look like much. Like the idea of like playing as a train is like quirky and all, but I don't think it's like particularly done like in an interesting way. And now I'm starting to see it like everywhere. Like Vinny played it in his little like dog shit Steam Next Fest thing. It was in the indie world. It's like people fucking like, oh, Dash Attack rocks. So like something tells me that like that's like the kind of indie game that's like being heavily advertised right now. Also, like I saw some comments saying like, oh, they're gonna add YouTuber voices to Densha Attack. Vinny should do one. So I'm like, I see. The cycle begins. First it starts with like shilling it everywhere, then the YouTuber cameos, and then, you know, and then industry plant. So that's my little prediction, is that Densha Attack will be like, is that even how you say the name? That's gonna be like the next thing that like literally everyone talks about and yet nobody plays next. Look forward to it, I guess. Come back to like me and tell me how right I was when I was when, you know, I'm right. Yeah. Have I finally won? Have I finally gotten to this last fucking cunt? This is really pissing me off bad. This fucking music is so... Wow. Wow! This music is dumb. This music is stupid. Okay, I lost. Good, he reached the fucking guy. Pisses me off. But yeah, I don't know. Something about Densha Attack, it's like... It gives me the same sort of like vibe as something like What the Golf? Or like... It's like a sort of... It's an indie game that doesn't feel indie. And it's like a very like quirky... Like it's like fucking like... I was gonna say I Am Bread, I guess it's a little different, but it's like a quirky like gameplay idea, but it's a very like safe idea. It's not very like, it's pretending to be experimental and weird, but it's actually pretty damn standard, all things considered. That's like how I see that. And as an appreciator of things that are actually weird and fucked up, I don't really fuck with it. But yeah, so that's like what the three like latest like things that I've learned off that like piss me off and that I hate is Densha Attack, Chemy's Quest, and what was the other one? I guess just like general fentanyl aesthetic. Yeah, pretty stupid. Yeah, that's the word I'm gonna use. Stupid. Looks like an Osamu Matu game if you were sober. Is that the guy that made... Oh my god. Is that the guy that made... what was that weird like entertainment game that Wyatt showed? What game that I played recently was made by that same person? I forget. It was like a... Whoa. It was like a really weird, like, esoteric, like, learning game. With, like, really fucking, like, freaky little characters. I don't know if that's like the person that you're like referring to, but wow, those are very light bricks. I don't know if that's like the person you're referring to, but Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Is it? It's not the creator of Tulip, is it? I don't think that was right. Wow, this is insufferable. This is a really bad game. Quite interesting. Again, it took one mission for this to become like unbearably like annoying and bad. I got it? They're a duo now? New person does the drums. Why are they both called Oh no, it's not the name of like a little band. Okay, no, I understand. The way that you said it, the way that you worded it, I thought you were like saying that both of them individually are named Fentanyl. Like the both of them, it's like they're a hive mind. That's not what you said. It's just that's the name of like a little duo now instead of one. I understand. Please die. Can you not die with like just projectiles? Okay, I guess so. That's really cool. Fuck you. What a boring ass mission too. It's, you know, again, it's expected. This is also like, you know, published by Activision, which the Spider-Man PS2 game was as well, and you know that game is ultra boring. So I kind of figured this game probably would be boring too. I thought it would be funnier though. I thought this game would be a lot more humorous than it actually is. Wow, these are real physics. Isn't there an Over the Hedge PS2 game? Am I remembering this wrong? Isn't there an Over the Hedge like PS2 adventure game? Because I might have to look into that. Because I watched Over the Hedge as a child, and I remember nothing about it, and I just know that it sucks ass. So that probably would be great. What if I just do that? Just start playing shitty licensed PS2 games from now on. Like this, Ice Age 3, various others. Roly-Poly's no Nanakorobiaoki. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It was the Dream Emulator guy. Yeah, I know nothing about that guy. Besides, you know, that he made that one game. Didn't also... Who made Seaman? That wasn't the same guy that made Seaman, right? Just a different, like, insane person, I guess. Alright. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Wow. Fantastic. What a great video game. This combat is, like, even worse than, like, fucking God of War. Which I guess is, like, it's supposed to be a good hack and slash, but... this is a bad hack and slash. Alright, the guy's getting away. Very stupid. I don't know how, like... Why am I so far away from the house? Like, couldn't I just camp out, like, staying near the house and, like, kill all the robots that get near it? Why do I have... Wow. Why do I have to travel half a fucking realm just to get there? Also, like, transforming and de-transforming from the robot is really like slow, so it makes me like not want to do it like on a whim, like on the fly, and it makes like getting stuck on things really annoying. Like just right now, you know, like when you get stuck on geometry, getting out of the car farm like saves you, but it takes so long, and this is a fucking time sensitive thing. I hate driving in video games. Can I just say that? You know, me driving in GTA San Andreas was a pretty gnarly experience, but just in general, it's such a boring thing to do. Like, I derive no joy from, like, driving, like, well. Like, I guess, you know, like, driving up, or, like, driving into other, like, buildings and, like, structures and just causing mayhem. That's fun, because, you know, that's just, like, a fun thing to do in the video game world, is, like, destroy everything. But, like, driving as, like, a thing to do is really boring and bad, and there is like fucking ages of like video games worth of that exact concept of, like, you know, like driving cars. Again, GTA, like Grand Theft Auto, like the series is made like built upon the fucking idea of like driving around and stealing cars. Okay. I'm supposed to reach the house before the robots or something? My controller just vibrates forever until, like, I enter the mission again, which is insufferable. Like, I start out the mission on the house, then these guys show up, And then it's like, go find the Sam Witwicky. What a terrible name. Must be protected at all costs. The Decepticons must be stopped. Damage them to force them to convert and then take them out. What do you think I am doing, you cock? Can I like hit that one first? Hit him! Rah! Wow. Really annoying and bad. And when I like hurt them, just more come out. Like what the fuck? They really look like the disgusting little ultra kill thing. When I talk about like annoying fucking like industry plant, like obnoxious indie thing that I hate, ultra kill is right up there. It's an annoying like thing with an annoying like personality, and the fans of it have an even more annoying personality. So like it's just bad. There's like some new thing that came out for it recently, like a new level, I guess, because the game is like in early access, isn't it, right now? And you know, something new releasing for that game means that like for a little while you gotta like put up with like insufferable teenagers like talking about that game, you know, from time to time when like a new thing comes out for it. Just so insufferable, just so like, just get rid of it now, okay? Oh my god. That's really cool, man. I still thought it was crazy. How can Greythrough like despise Ultra Kill so much? Like he thinks that Ultra Kill is like really annoying, and you know the fans are annoying too, but he likes, like, how can he dislike that but like Cruelty Squad, which is the same shit, like the exact same brand of like whoa, like deranged, like blood is fuel, demons and shit. Like how can, like, again, I guess again, like I bring this up every time, you know, I sort of think of like a contradiction of like, how can you hate one thing and then like the other thing that is literally identical to the other thing? But I do dislike Undertale and like Deltarune, so you know, those they really like are, it's like piss and poop. They're like almost the same. At least they come from the same place. Wait a second, no they don't. You get what I mean? They're similar. I really don't understand how. Again, I guess it's just like a thing where, like my own opinion of something like makes my bias for like an opinion of someone else. Like I just kind of assume something. I would never like Cruelty Squad, so I'm kind of impressed that, you know, the YouTuber that I like likes it, and also just based on his interest, I don't know, I would think he would think that it's trying too hard, but you know, I think that it's trying too hard. So it's really hard to like think about. It's like human, yeah, like human. This is terrible. How long have I been playing this? It won't be much longer, I can guarantee you. 1 hour, and it already feels like just so many ages, like just so. My controller is still vibrating. It feels so long. I want to turn my fan back to max, which, you know, I need to not be streaming to do that. I'm crying. Alright, I could actually hear that for once. Okay, die. I'm not fucking around this time. They like shield your attacks. It's insufferable. Okay, explode. Didn't explode. Fuck you. What is this like? What is their health? You can't even hurt them with your little bullets. You need to like sword them. Which I didn't even fucking know this thing had a sword. Can you hear that? What? The raptor is happening? Could you hear that really fucking loud blaring like car horn? That was scary. What the fuck was that? Is that like, is there a... Sometimes like during election time there would be like, you know, like a little like march, like many cars like in a little march, like advertising whatever stupid fucking like soulless political leader they like believe in, like in, you know, like a little march, and they all like honk their horns really loud and shit. The honking even. I don't know, are we in election time? I don't think so. Election time in Brazil? I don't think we are. That was just some bullshit. I wonder what that was all about. Alright, they're right here. I can just go by foot. Maybe. You should have like a hover move. Even if they don't do that in the movie, that's kind of like a double jump-esque thing is fucking necessary for a game like this. Where the controls are imprecise and awful, that is, of course. Alright, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you, says the fuck you man. Okay. I guess that's a thing that I can do as well. Stop. Alright. There is that. Pretty annoying. They're getting away. I can't, like... I can't beat them fast enough. The guy isn't even dead, I don't think. Urgh. Terrible. You know that I was, like, saving up this game to, like, play on a VC with Poku? Honestly, like, I kind of wish that he would, like, see this, like, what am I, like, I was gonna play this on VC one time, but then I was like, you know, this game might be funny to stream, and, like, I need games to stream. So I was like, I told him that I had a badass game to play, but, like, didn't, and he was, like, annoyed. He was like, you know, if you save every fucking game to stream, we're not gonna have any VC, like, things left. And I just kept vague posting like, no, you're not gonna see the awesome fucking game that I, like, had saved up. Here it is. Here is the game. I would have, like, definitely played it for, like, 15 minutes had this, like, had I been on, like, a VC with him instead of streaming it. But frankly, I'm pretty sick of it right now. It's not good. I have noticed, like, it's not fun, interesting. Doesn't control very well. Boring music. Belongs to a franchise I don't even like. This is like when I played Sonic Unleashed PS2. This is just a dog shit video game that I thought would be kind of funny to check out. It wasn't even that funny. I did enjoy just, like, blowing shit up in the overworld. But the moment that a game like this forces you to do real objectives, it's just really boring and nothing. So yeah, this will be my final attempt, I guess, at this stupid fucking car mission. What if I just lock in? I guess I could also, like, try... I could have, like, played as the Decepticons at the start of the game, but who gives a fuck? Maybe that's how you, like, play as a Scorpion, which also... That's a thing that I, like, remember seeing of this game. Probably why I even know of this game's existence. Like, there's a level where in the desert you get to play as that Scorpion creature. I definitely wouldn't get there, you know, it's probably like a late game mission, but that's like one of the only reasons that that this game occupied any amount of, like, space in my brain. Why is my controller vibrating? Stop it. Please stop. Please stop vibrating now. Please don't. I hate... Why do I even have vibration on this fucking controller? I should just turn it off entirely. I always hated it. Never thought it was, like, any good for anything. It's like Poku was like, oh, the vibration makes Luigi's Mansion so impactful. No, it's annoying. Oh, it stopped. Okay, good. It came back? This game is terrible. I didn't even get to a cutscene where, like, the little fucking humans appear and they look awful. Like, that's annoying. I wanted to, like, see how bad it looks. The first thing that appeared when I looked up Transformers PS2 was, like... Transformers PS2 is, like... It's, like, hilariously awful. And it was, like, a Don't Call Me... What is it called? Don't Call Me Carl? I don't know. A fucking Alpha Red type YouTuber who's, like, a Discord YouTuber. You know, like, Failbolt and shit. It was, like, a video from one of those 4 white men. Certainly, like, one of them. I don't know which. Whoa. And it was, you know, playing this game and, like, laughing at it. This vibration is pissing me the fuck off. And I'm not playing this game anymore. Sucks. Sucks ass. Do not play... Stop vibrating! Do not play Spider-Man. Do not play Transformers PS2. It is a silly game. It's a silly place. I still have, like a mild amount of ideas for, like, a few streams, mostly with Poku. But yeah, for maybe I would just, like, take a hiatus. I don't have anything to do that, like, I think would particularly be fun. So see you, like, never. This is my last stream ever. So goodbye.